constitutional rights.
Rock Paul!
We're not gonna give up the fight.
Rock Paul!
Start a revolution and break down illegal institutions. We don't want no war no more. Bring our boys home to our shores.
Booyah!
We don't want big government or the Bilderberg group that pays for it. Federal ID means a police state, and Mr. Jefferson's rolling in his grave, and our names turn to numbers like 666. According to the gospel on a planet of chips.
Rock Paul!
Save our constitutional rights.
Rock Paul!
We're not gonna give up the fight.
Rock Paul!
Start a revolution and break down illegal institutions.
Booyah! Booyah!
The Patriot Act took our liberties, and there's no judge, no jury. Tapping our phones, breaking down our doors, waging on the people a civil war. Work 3 jobs and bring home no pay. IRS takes it all away, and we struggle, slave, pay the rent. So Ron Paul for president.
Rock Paul!
Save our constitutional rights.
Rock Paul!
We're not gonna give up the fight.
Rock Paul!
Start a revolution and break down illegal institutions.
We haven't followed the Constitution, and that's what we ought to be doing. The system that we have today is ripping off the middle class and the poor. Can you imagine how great a nation we'd have if we didn't have the Federal Reserve System printing all this money?
Rock Paul!
Save our constitutional rights.
Rock Paul!
We're not gonna give up the fight.
Rock Paul!
Start a revolution. Break down, break down, break down, break.
Rock Paul!
Save our constitutional rights.
Rock Paul!
We're not gonna give up the fight.
Rock Paul!
Start a revolution. Break down illegal institutions.
Rock Paul! Rock Paul!
Listen to the sound that you hear like an echo in your head. There's a strange vibration rising now from the heart of America, America. Listen to the sound of the drum calling players to the game of the new world order. Don't be caught unaware when the heads start rolling. No, it couldn't happen here. I know it wouldn't happen here. I will not submit to authority of man. I'm alive, I'm awake. This is more than I can take. If you had an open door, would you kill a little more? Listen to the cries of the dead in the wake of the Sudan. Is there no one out there? I see blood in the
there were 40,000 new laws passed on January 1st. What I would like to suggest to you, as president, I would like to be the first president ever to repeal 40,000 laws. Those laws that were passed by executive order are all illegal. I don't want to live in a republic. We have to repeal those laws, and we have to get a president who will use the executive order to get rid of that type of reform. Government is not secret. In a free society, the people have their privacy. But today, there's too much secrecy and we've lost too much of our privacy. And we could start, if we want more transparency, let's start with the Federal Reserve and find out who such an idea. It's a great idea. Now, the Fed's going to end itself because it's a self-destructive course. It can't last. Have to do. Our Constitution is not complex. What we need are a whole new generation to grow up and look at this and say the Constitution is the rule book. What is individual liberty all about? Liberty for me comes to us in a natural or God-given way. It doesn't come from our government. What is freedom all about? And this is what I think this revolution is all about. What is freedom all about? And then let me tell you, from my viewpoint, freedom is still very popular. You know, they claim that we are the past, but the people who are the past are the ones who believe in tyranny and big government and control of our lives. In fact, that people have a natural right to their liberties and their life and the fruits of their labor, and they ought to be able to spend the money as they darn well please. We understand this pretty well when we talk about religious freedom. The First Amendment protects that, and you should never be penalized for it. But it also protects those people who choose not to have religious beliefs. That should bring us together. It should bring us together. Who doesn't fit into that category? That includes all of us. So we should recognize why that First Amendment is so important. Right now, what I witness is a restoration of a deep interest in what a free society is all about. And we have to do it rather quickly. And the reason why there's more attention now is the recognition that our foreign policy is failing, it's a failure, and the leadership in both parties at this very moment do not offer us many alternatives. When the Democrats are in, they think a Republican might say something differently. And when the Republicans are in, the Democrats say something else, and nothing ever changes. They claim that, like the administration's changed, they would have a different attitude about the use of medical marijuana, but it never seems to happen. There's every reason to be optimistic that we can turn this around. Optimistic, one reason, because people are recognizing that we have a problem. We have a drug addiction and we have an addiction to big government. So if we know we have the addiction, we know that we have to quit. And this is what I think has happened in the last 4 or 5 years. I've been talking about this for a long time, and the perception is completely different since the financial crisis hit and these prolonged wars have continued with no end in sight, and with the bankruptcy on our doorstep. The American people, especially the young people, are starting to realize, what am I getting into? I want a better deal.